Angelina Jolie, her name echoes across the world, a symbol of beauty, strength, and grace. But what the world doesn't always see are the shadows that shaped her light. Her life has been a delicate dance between fame and fragility, between heartbreak and hope, between being seen and truly known. From the moment she was born, Hollywood's golden lights cast a long shadow over her. Yet within, Angelina always felt like an outsider. As the daughter of celebrated actor Jon Voight, the world expected her to follow the same path. But for Angelina, it wasn't the fame or the red carpets that called her. It was something deeper, something unspoken. The smile the cameras adored often concealed her battles, her demons, loneliness, self-doubt, and a desperate search for identity. Her rise in Hollywood was meteoric, but even in the spotlight, there was a profound ache in her heart, a sense of emptiness that success could not fill. She immersed herself in her roles, pouring out her pain and vulnerability in performances that left audiences breathless. Girl, Interrupted wasn't just a film. It was a mirror to her own soul, a raw reflection of her inner struggles. And yet, with each triumph came the inevitable crashes. A cycle of highs and lows that left her searching for something real, something lasting. In the midst of it all, she became a mother. And in that moment, her heart opened in ways she never thought possible. Adoption wasn't just an act of kindness. It was an act of healing. "I didn't rescue my children," she once said. "They rescued me. They gave me a reason to fight, a reason to love." With each child, she found a new piece of herself, a compassion that transcended borders, a fierce protection that knew no limits. Her family became her sanctuary, a refuge from the noise of the world. But life, as it always does, tested her in unimaginable ways. The public saw the glamorous side of her relationships, the smiles, the hand-holding, the picture-perfect moments. But behind closed doors, Angelina battled heartbreak after heartbreak. Her split with Brad Pitt, the father of her children, shook the world. But what the world didn't see were the quiet tears, the sleepless nights, the unbearable weight of holding her family together while her own heart was breaking. And yet, even in those moments of despair, she stood tall, her love for her children grounding her, her unwavering strength radiating from within. Her journey through health struggles was no less harrowing. When Angelina learned she carried the BRCA1 gene, which significantly increased her risk of breast and ovarian cancer, she made the bold decision to undergo a preventative double mastectomy. The world watched in awe as she faced this challenge, not with fear, but with an openness that brought millions of women to their feet. She used her pain, her vulnerability, to inspire others. "I want other women to know that they have options," she said, her voice breaking, yet filled with resolve. "I want them to know that they are not alone." But perhaps her greatest legacy lies in her humanitarian work, a tireless advocate for those who have been silenced, forgotten, and abandoned. Angelina didn't just visit refugee camps. She walked in the mud with the displaced, held their hands, listened to their stories. She gazed into the eyes of children who had lost everything, and in those moments, she knew her purpose was greater than anything Hollywood could offer. The woman who once felt lost had found herself in the service of others. Her trips to war-torn countries, her efforts to end sexual violence in conflict zones, her unflinching commitment to justice, these are the threads that weave the fabric of her soul. She speaks with a quiet urgency, her voice trembling as she recalls the lives of those she's met. "I've seen too much suffering, too much pain, but in those places of darkness, I've also seen incredible strength, resilience, and hope. It is in those moments that I understand what it means to truly live." Angelina's life has been one of contrasts, light and dark, joy and sorrow, love and loss. But through it all, she has chosen love. Love for her children, love for the world's most vulnerable, and love for herself. She reminds us that beauty isn't found in perfection, but in the cracks. In the moments where we fall and rise again, stronger, more compassionate, more alive. As the years go by and the world continues to watch her, Angelina's message remains clear. "If my life has taught me anything, it's that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. We have the power to choose who we become, not in spite of our struggles, but because of them." And so, Angelina Jolie stands, scarred yet stunning, broken yet whole. A beacon of hope for all of us who dare to love, to feel, and to believe that even in the darkest moments, we are never truly alone.